Greetings. This is Black Light, Elder Black Light. I'm going to start a series of videos called Black Power. It's going to be a time where you ain't, and you can say it's now that you don't want to say black consciousness too much, or you don't want to say black power. Uh, Most of our people don't realize that they are gods. I'm talking about the black man and the black man's family, excluding the Caucasian. You have uh, not yet realized that the Caucasian is not going to change. Uh, a lot of you think that because we got black people as judges, black people as attorney, black people as presidents of the United States, vice presidents, uh, governors, mayors, school teachers, that eventually things are going to change for the better. For we are going to be holding hands. But this system was not made for the black man to be equal to the Caucasian. Uh, the Caucasian called red men red niggas. He called yellow men yellow niggas. He called it the Arabs sand niggas. But he don't know that a lot of so-called Arabs are Caucasian, like the Turks. They they just happen to embrace Islam. But the people that are of so-called color, like the so-called red man, the so-called brown man, the so-called yellow man, and the so-called black man, are of the original family of the planet. A lot of you can't come to grips with that, can't believe it, that we were here before time itself. All black people, or the majority of black people, are considered enemies to mostly all Caucasians, to mostly Caucasians, the most Caucasians. And if you call yourself a Muslim and try to practice Islam, you're considered hostile, or an Islamist to the Caucasian. Uh, if you're a conformist, if you conform to the system, you still considered an enemy, but a non-combatant. And if you're not conforming to the system and trying to hold on to your consciousness and to your soul, you're considered an black identity extremist. But it don't matter if you're an extremist or not. If you black, you're enemy. But I can prove this in a matter of no time. Let me tell you, in a matter of time, in 2 seconds. Say this name, Botham Jean. Amber Geiger just wanted to kill a black man. You know, and it's just in her orientation in the police academy and her police associates. When the black police ain't around, or when they have a meeting in general, they wait till after hours and have another meeting, a Klan meeting. You know, the Klan just changed uniforms to, and gave up the white sheets to blue, and they just killed black people. And black people, they know that this is true, but they don't want to know that we're in a war. They just want to say that, white people, some white people are good. As long as you're not a threat. Now, if Botham Jean was a black militant, he wouldn't have none of those white friends that he had. But he said he was a Christian. Now, when you say you're a Christian, you're a conformist. For example, white people came over here in the early pioneer days saying that they were Christians, and the Indians were hostile, savages. But the Indians had a religious system. They had a spiritual system. They had a medicine man. But the white Christian pioneers said that wasn't good enough. The Indians had laws that they went by, and a culture that they inherited for thousands of years. They didn't have no diseases. I mean, they had mosquitoes back then, didn't they? But they didn't have nothing, no mosquitoes that carried flus and diseases, and creatures that carry diseases, and the environment. They didn't got bit by mosquitoes before. They didn't have no special vaccine or nothing. And they was living. Indians lived till they felt like they want to die. They go somewhere off in the mountains and just croak. They could be 100 and something. But the Caucasian, he full of diseases, but he think his Christianity is all powerful. But he couldn't accept the Indians' culture. So the Indians, they refused to change over to the white man's culture. And so they put the Indians on reservation and tried to kill them all. Now the black men, they tried to kill off the black man, but they wanted the black man to be a servant and a slave. He was a prisoner of war, but they was going to use him because they know that the black man is the God. He's the God. And so they kept the black man, around, but they conditioned him and brainwashed him, and he accepted Christianity. But once he started accepting Christianity, their form of Christianity, he was considered no threat. And every now and then you find a rebel, a black rebel, but they'll deal with that. And the black man didn't have no diseases over in Africa. He didn't have Ebola and all that stuff, AIDS and stuff like they say. If he did, it wouldn't be as many black people around. They wouldn't have brought them to America, knowing that they had those kind of diseases over there as slaves. We didn't have that. Diseases are invented uh, by the white man, by his scientists, and also the way we live over here causes stress, and stress and depression causes diseases. Different kind of diseases than Ebola, but nevertheless, it messes with your internals, like your heart, kidney, or whatever, the way we eat, the way our lifestyle is. We didn't have that back over in there. And we lived a long time over there, over in Africa. Matter of fact, we was all around the world. And everywhere we lived a long time because we was following different kind of culture and a different kind of laws of nature, a different kind of lifestyle than the Caucasian. So the Caucasian changed us. He wanted us to accept his system. And most of us, we done accepted his system. And we used to say black power, chant black power. But we don't do it now. But we're going to try to keep that alive. Stay tuned for part 2. This is Black Light saying black power.